Today in Minecraft Skyblock, I'm going to be renovating my island, while of course upgrading to new crops, mobs, and expanding the amount of ores that I currently have. Without further ado, let's begin. So the plan is, I want to renovate my island as much as possible, get things a bit more optimized for questing, but we are going to take down the farms and move them all around because as you can see, our island has expanded over time because we're almost island level 13. So I do want to go ahead and take advantage of that and see if our island does actually expand further than it already is expanded. That would be ideal to have more area to work with, and I'm not too certain if I'm going to move all this around. Maybe the slayers I'll move around a little bit, like move them upwards. All I know is I want to move things into areas of their own instead of having everything so compact. We are quite literally 2% away from island level 13, so that is pretty good. I'm excited for that because we do unlock some new things, I believe. Yeah, we unlock island progression number 2, which I'm not sure what that means. And then we also unlock carrots. Okay, so that means we can actually benefit from our carrots that we just have sitting in our chest. I think it's this one. Yeah, we have a ton of carrots in here, 2 stacks and an extra one, of course. Definitely gonna be good to take advantage of that, of course. Also, if you haven't left a like on the video, make sure to leave a like. I'd appreciate it a ton. Gets the video out in the YouTube algorithm. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start tearing down all our farms, and we're also gonna pick up the beehives. And we do need to buy more bee workers just so we can grow crops quicker. Let's take a look on the auction house, see if there's any basic ones. Okay, we got a decent amount of these. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 of them, so then we have 3 in each of them. If we place down a beehive and go here, we can have up to 6, so we'll have half of it full. One thing I also forgot to do over the time that I hit island level, I think it was 11 that I unlocked it at, I unlocked pitcher pods, which I could have been using for island XP and questing, but I kind of just forgot to use them. So if I'm gonna be straightforward, they never really got used. All right, we're almost done with these glowberries. There we go. And we're gonna go down here, put all the berries and all the potatoes away for the time being. And then we gotta destroy this layer, and then we're gonna start destroying the dirt. And then I'm gonna expand the bottom floor. So this area down here, we're gonna expand all of that on the outsides, see how much room we have to work with. And of course, to see if we can destroy the science shop island. That would kind of be nice to get rid of that finally. And I also did get another slayer. We have, I believe, 3 down now, and they're all adult ones, not baby. So they get a lot of XP collected, and they all have tier 1 upgrades in them. And they make a ton of loot because I've been collecting all that. They fill quite often, so like every 12 hours, these things fill crazily. So I'm gonna need to get more storage made for that when we move all that around. And I also got rid of the cobblestone generators since we don't need that anymore. They're pretty much not useful at this point. Time to get rid of the staircase. And the good thing about this dirt is we can literally use it to expand our island further. So it's not really going to waste this amount of dirt that we have here. So I'm not complaining, it's all good. One thing I also do want to do is get a bigger area for coal nodes. I replaced the wood nodes with coal because I needed an area for better XP towards questing, and we definitely need more coal just in case we get like godly and above quests for mining, because they take a lot of time to mine those out, and coal will help that significantly because the amount of island XP you get from that, which counts towards the quests that you're working on. All right, there we go. So now I gotta figure out how far we can go out on each side. Yeah, so it's not like a significant increase of space, but it's definitely a lot. Also, if my mouse sounds different from other videos, I don't know if it's picking up. It's a temporary mouse that I'm using, so I'm currently waiting on my replacement to arrive at some point. So for maybe a video or 2, you'll hear different clicking. Either way, we've done the outline now. Now I'm gonna fill this all in. And we can definitely get rid of the science shop island. It looks like we have it just in range, which is perfect. We can get rid of that whole thing. While I'm filling in the dirt, I'm also gonna mention I did get a lot of recipes, and I'm currently saving money from slot tickets that I've been getting from questing. I am gonna sell some of these to get enough for demonic map fragments or demonic realm map fragments. And the reason for that is I want to be able to do the demonic realm in about 7 days from when I'm currently recording this. If we do /fund and look here on day 30, demonic releases, and that is pretty much the most ideal adventure to be in if you're playing as a casual or a solo. Okay, so we're almost halfway done, so I'm gonna get the rest of the dirt done, and then we should be good from there to start destroying the science shop. And there we go. We are done filling in the rest of the area. Now we gotta go ahead and destroy the science shop island. I'm gonna quickly quickly get this guy out of the way, and then we're gonna start progressing on renovating our island more. And there we go, the science shop island is now basically gone. So now we grab the block and we'll just place it here. It doesn't really matter because we can just access it in /shop, of course. Also, I did forget to mention this. I did put the interval on these harvesters down to, I believe, 3. So it's 3 seconds with a tier 1 upgrade, and they're working perfectly with the current coal setup that we have, and it's still overflowing with 3 slayers on tier 1, which is really, really good. So what I think I'm gonna do for this whole floor here is just gonna be coal nodes. And the reason for that is for the questing, of course. We gotta make sure we're questing very efficiently. So we're gonna get rid of the cobble that's on the ground because it's just not as good, and we'll buy some coal nodes if there's any on the auction house. That is for sure. So from what I've discovered, coal nodes are quite expensive. These are the only kind on the auction house that I could buy, and it's around 800,000, and I don't have the money right now. So for the time being, I think we'll just go ahead and keep this area open, and I'll add coal nodes over time, of course, which honestly is probably the best idea I can go for. And of course, while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and expand the farm. Okay, we only needed 2 leaves, but I got some extra that I'm just gonna throw away. Put the water inside the leaves. Of course, we gotta go ahead and till the land. And now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna replace all the potatoes with pitcher pods. So what I'm gonna do is go into the collection chest here, and we're gonna swap out the potatoes with the pitcher plant. So there's gonna be some potatoes dropping currently, and we're gonna start swapping these. It's good that we have some space here between the collection area and, of course, the farm itself. Definitely good that I built it that way. And now that I'm thinking about it, all I'm gonna do for the slayers is probably just go ahead and add more collection in a more optimized way, because right now the collection on that is not very good. It's too limited and it fills too quick. All right, pitcher pods are down, and we have around a stack spare, which is good enough. We'll go ahead and buy a decent bit of hoppers. I think I need a total of 8 of them, so I'm gonna have to buy one more, buy a hopper, and then we'll put that in there. Perfect. And then we're gonna have the regular chest here and the collection on the side, so it has double the output. And then of course we set it to pitcher plant. There we go. Now we just need to put in the chest and we should be good. The funny thing is, I just realized I'm doing this completely wrong. It's in the wrong chunk, so I am gonna fix that really quickly here. So I just have to shuffle over the hoppers and the collection. All right, and there we go. It's all shuffled over, and now we should start getting collection over here, which is good. And what I'm gonna do is once we hit island level 13, which I'm gonna hit off camera here in a bit, is essentially I'll be replacing all these with carrots at some point, and then we're also gonna build over here just a chunk for straight up farms. So for now, we'll put all this away, and I'll give an update here once I have more coal nodes, and of course we do start setting up the carrots and all sorts of good stuff. So it is the next day, and I did actually buy a ton of coal nodes, and I haven't changed the farms yet, and it's also Christmas Eve, so all the chests are now changed. So I hope everyone had a good holiday season. As well, I added more storage to the current Slayer setup, which is not an insane amount, but it's enough to make it so for 24 hours, I can just clear this up each day, which we're gonna go ahead and just quickly do. Also, there was a new loot box bundle and all sorts of good stuff that was released, so a lot of people have been opening up a lot of loot. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and see if there's coal on the auction house. I'm gonna get this cheap deal here for 11 coal nodes, and I'll slowly fill this over time, just a little bit more, and then we have a full chunk, or at least a layer of a chunk done, which is cool. And we did hit island level 13, so we're gonna replace some of these pitcher pods with, I believe, carrots. Where are the carrots at? Here we go. Turn on our flight orb, and we're gonna go ahead and start replacing this. Let's get placing all the carrots in, and then we should be good to have carrots making us a ton of island XP, because I believe at island level 15 we get access to the linked chests, which are gonna help us make fuel automation way better with iron fuel. Which reminds me, we do have to go into my PV and look at the recipes and the new map that I do have ready and prepared for when it unlocks, which is not right now, but in about 6 days, because I did say the demonic map was gonna release in about 7 days. It is now about 6 days, which is pretty good. Getting closer and closer. But if we go in PV4, we have the copper fuel, the iron fuel, and bamboo and torch flower recipe, as as well as the demonic realm map fragments that we need to make a map with. The thing is, we aren't going to be able to claim the map yet. We'll just keep that in our PV. We'll go ahead and do /craft and make the iron fuel recipe, and same with the copper fuel. Let's do iron and copper, and then we'll get the bamboo and torch flower just so we have them unlocked. And there we go, both are unlocked, so we can do those in the future as well. And I did go ahead and buy a ton of XP. We have about 5 million, as you can see on the scoreboard. The reason I have a ton is because enchanting books gets expensive once you hit diamond, so we need to make sure we get at least prot 3 on every piece of armor once it releases in the future. We'll get 4 of those, and then I gotta outline the area, or at least figure out where it's supposed to go for each stair. So we'll have one here, and there we go. We got them all in place, all the stairs, and then we just put the water inside of each of the stairs and start getting a ton of pitcher pots off the auction house in a bit here, if there is any, of course. But I needed to set up farms again because we do need to start doing a lot of questing. Apparently there's a new avalanche quest here for the holidays, so I want to see if I can take advantage of that while it's around. That would probably be a good call. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need way more pitcher pots because we do not have enough to fill this all in. We have enough to fill at least half of this, so I went ahead and purchased 1 stack, and if we take a look here, we're literally missing 6 carrots, so I think I'll just get those from questing, I think is the plan, to replace the last few of these. And actually we're missing 5, never mind. But now we can go ahead and use all these pitcher pods, place them all in as well. But I can't wait until we hit level 15 just so we can get those link chests going. That's gonna be amazing. And I'm also gonna go into PV1 and we're gonna sell a slot. We get roughly 1 million for one right now. I'm undercutting a little bit. If we take a look at Island Slayer, we can unlock the spiders. Since we already have the cow requirement, we just need the level. Then we can start working towards zombies, which I did already pre-purchase some zombies. We have 51, which should be a decent amount for the time being. And to make sure we're getting all the benefits from these is we're gonna go ahead and put down the bees. And I just realized this is supposed to be tilled, but we're gonna go ahead and put the bees down, and we need to get a few more hives, I think. And actually, a good way to do that is just crafting some. If we go ahead and craft with some honey here, we can make a beehive. You get the honey from questing, which is really good. And the bees just essentially grow the crops quicker, so this is good for questing. We're also gonna buy these coal nodes here, and we're gonna call it a day on coal nodes, because I think this is enough. Yep, we have 2 spare. That is good enough. We'll put them in our chests. We got exactly the amount we need for a full layer. Let's go. And we swapped this out with mainly carrots, which is good too. So here's the plan. We're gonna come back once we are island level 14, so we can use spiders for our manual slaying setup, because right now we currently can't do that. We have to use cows and turn off the slayers every time I get a slaying quest, which is not great at all. It's very ineffective, and I'd like to start using this sword that we made a while back. So I'll give an update once we are island level 14. It's been a couple days since I recorded the last clip, and as you can see on the scoreboard, we are currently island level 15, almost level 16, and that is quite literally because we put down the carrots, and I've been AFKing constantly since then. So we've had no issues at all, and I also did swap out the pitcher pods for a ton of carrots off camera, of course, but as I said in the last clip, we were gonna go ahead and get spiders set up for slaying for our questing. Basically, we have to go in the auction house, buy out the spider market, get about 2 stacks for about 400k per each stack. So what we're gonna do is go 4 blocks from the corner of the chunk, and it'll be right around here that I want to build my little area for the spiders. So let's fill all these in, go ahead, put 4 more down, repeat the process again, double check that these are all filled, and then I am gonna grab out the ones in the chest. And turns out we have our spawner limit hit, so we gotta go into island upgrades. So if we go to our island upgrades, I think there's a spawner upgrade we can get for 50,000, so we get more spawner limit. So now we can place down these 2, and we should be good. I'll put down another 10 spiders in the future to fill this spot up, but I think we're good for now. So we're gonna have this spider under here, and we're gonna put trapdoors here so we can enter and exit the area. And I actually have a better idea for this. We're only gonna use 1 trapdoor, and we need a chain, because what we're gonna do is put a chain here, and now the spiders shouldn't be able to exit this area at all. From my knowledge, they're completely stuck, and it's perfect. I like this a lot. So my ult can AFK these spiders. They'll always be at around 10,000 whenever I log on and want to do questing, which is really good. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is I have been upgrading the bees. The way you get more bees is you put in a larvae, I think is how you say it. It takes about 15 minutes to get one, and then you put a honeycomb in, so one of these items, and then you click on the thing and it gives you a bee. So I've just been filling them all up, getting them to about the maximum, and then swapping them out with the better ones over time. So then all these crops can be completely grown very quickly. It's just more optimal over time. With that being said, I think we got a lot done today. We are going to be setting up a automation system for hopefully Iron Fuel next video, because eventually we are going to be hitting island level 16, which unlocks the iron nodes and of course the zombies. So there is going to be a lot to do next video. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I do appreciate all the support, and I will see you all in the next one.